What's up, players? How you doing today? Happy Monday. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy D. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, so don't take it as that. Take it for educational and entertainment purposes. We're currently watching AMC, right? So let me bring up their chart here, guys. I hope you had a great weekend too, hopefully a relaxing one. I had to do my taxes, so that was not fun, right? But because I made profits in the market last year, you know what? I'm happy about that, and I made decent profits. I'm happy, like I made a good amount of profits, and it comes with taxes, all right, guys? So hey, I'm paying my taxes, right? I gotta do what you gotta do. So the way I look at it, I still made money. So yeah, let's watch AMC as it closes out the day right here, right? So it's trying to close green. It's at 23.34, and the volume is actually pretty low at 50 million right now currently. But we're gonna talk about some things that are going on in the chart right now. So we got about 4 minutes left. The first thing, let's go out to the daily and watch the EMAs here. I'm hoping we get this bounce here. It looks like we are getting it. It's gonna depend more on tomorrow. But I am actually bullish for tomorrow. There's the bulls and the bears and the apes, right? But I'm pretty apish for tomorrow, as I should say. So we're gonna get this bounce, is like the way I'm looking at it, and then we're gonna have to break through. But we're gonna need some volume tomorrow, right? And where are we gonna get the volume from? From the options chain and from calls and stuff like that, right? In my opinion. And so that's what we're looking for right now. Okay, that's why hopefully we'll get a green close right today. And I added this line up here. Look, there is a reason, and I'm glad we touched this line here. There is a reason why we got up and got rejected here when it got halted, right? We're not gonna get into the halt, but it did get halted. And that's because you got to look at the past over here, right? This is where it was support for a while, where you would see a bounce and bounce. A lot of times, right? Bounce before it finally broke and it went under, okay? So it would make sense right now that we went up there and we got rejected. It's the first time we go back and test that, right? So right now it's acting as resistance, but we know that we've been up in this range before, so it wouldn't be anything new to go to that range, right? And this little section here, guys, right? I mean, oops, picked the wrong. This is what I'm paying attention to right now, because we seem to be in this piece right here, right? I mean, it's not guaranteed, guys. Like, don't go out and do some crazy, right? It's not financial advice. You got to handle your own money and invest it in your own way, right? But I'm just teaching you what I see and how I go about it. And check this out. You see this little flag here, right? This big move, and then it comes down, right? And then you get the breakout. And it kind of seems to be the same, right? It looks pretty much like the exact same move. Now, like I said, it's not guaranteed, but if we see that action start, in the next week or 2 weeks or in the next month or so, that's because of the cycle theory, all right? And that's because all the algorithms are the ones that are trading this. So right now, okay, we've been in this channel here now for a while, kind of like how we were hanging out in this channel before. So that's what I'm looking for tomorrow, to be honest. Today, it's kind of just like a wash. It's pretty even. Got 2 minutes left, but it's barely in the green, like barely. And you have the signs here, right? So the same move when you break out, descending volume. And this to me is a healthy pullback, right? Because what did it do here when it did this? It pulled back. You had the volume go down, and then you had the massive explosion, right? And to me, guys, like, I think we're in that position right now. The data's there, the shares on loan, the short interest, the money going higher, the interest rates, right? Everything we need for a squeeze is pretty much there. So if we get that push, if we see that explosion, it's because of the algorithms, right? So that's what I've been looking at. And like the major thing, okay, oh yeah, I almost forgot to show you guys this, right? So this is kind of floating around. I started to notice it last night, right? So when you're in Dow, you really have to zoom out. So this is a weekly chart of AMC, okay? So when we zoom in here, we can see that we actually, that's where we did. We tested the top EMA, and right now it's deciding, right? It's actually a neutral fight right now where it's dead even, right? Not the bulls, not the bears, and not the apes, and no one's winning. It's dead even right now. That's what this candle is saying, okay? But when you look at this down here, you get the MACD, right? And the MACD hasn't crossed since June, right? Now you come over here and it's finally crossing back over the orange line here. That's a bullish signal. Look, that means that we can expect to see green going forward, right? And to back this up, right? And it has to do, I think, with tax season. But when people get their returns, right, what do they want to do? You know, if they're smart, they're going to go invest it. But look at this. April is historically the best month of the year for stocks, with the S&P 500 gaining on an average of 1.7%. So that's something to, you know, back up your conviction right now. If you got really excited last week and now you're kind of feeling, you know, different or whatever, but just, you know, got to hold until the shorts cover, guys. We just got to hold. It's that simple, right? And yeah, we're really zoomed in here, but let's go back up on AMC. This is a 2-minute chart. And overall, guys, look at, you know, we made our way back up. We even crossed the EMAs. Hey, not the worst day today, right? Just got to stay calm. You know, I'm trying to stay calm and collected. That's it. So that's all we got to do. And we have our family at GME, same day, right? They made their way back up, had a nice pop. And the S&P 500, the SPY, just had a nasty, you know, rip today. Look at this. Got support there, bounced right, little fake out, and overall just went high. And it's coming back to test this resistance now where it lost the support, all right? So remember, like, it just likes to fill gaps. A lot of the charts, that's what they do, right? So let's go look at this. This is another bullish indicator, in my opinion, for AMC. You got the OBV chart right here, right? This is off Twitter. And they're showing the same thing that I was trying to show you basically with the daily chart. But this is the OBV chart. And you can see where it has a little breakout. The volume goes down, decrease in daily volume after the OBV breakout, right? And it gets a little breather and then it takes off, right? You have this channel too, broke out, and then it rips. So now this is the 329 when it broke out here, right? So what are we expecting? The decrease in volume too, and then you get the explosion of volume, right? That's what you have to pay attention to this coming week, guys, right? As far as if you're bullish. If you're bearish, well, it's gonna, you know, I think I forgot to show that, but if you're bearish, you know, you could say it might come down and test. This is the next EMA, so it'd be around $20 where it would have to try to find support. All right. The options chain, this is another thing to pay attention to. You know, it kind of gives us a guide. Nothing's guaranteed as well with this, but gives us a guide of what's going on and where people are kind of looking, right? So in my opinion, the shorts, again, they're going to try to, you know, hold it under 25, the market makers, but we have a good chance of going past this, and I'll tell you why. And then 28 and 30, there is a lot of calls here, right? 14,000, 10,000 open interest right now, right? So there's a lot of opportunity here for us to make moves again and for another gamma ramp to happen, right? Let's go to the puts, where this is where I'm seeing that they don't have that much, you know, ammunition. But looks at like $20 or 6,000, 4,000, 4,000. And the higher that we go, the less, you know, puts. So if we were to cross 25, there's not much holding it down after that too. Okay, so that's where you could see a nice gamma ramp. Let's go back to this, Stonko tracker. Right now, currently you have 21,000 calls in the money, and supposedly they only have 100,000 shares to borrow, right? We know that they print more and they print more. You know, in my humble opinion, right? That's what they're doing, and allegedly, and that's how we see these pop up. But in the morning, I believe they had like 500,000. Again, they're down to 100,000, and that means that they have a bigger debt now because you got the price higher, right? And the FTD information that came out, guys, you know, they're supposed to deliver. That's what I'm trying to see if tomorrow if they're going to deliver or not, because you have the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. And on the 7th, you know, this is the T plus 35 date, and you have $11 million worth of stock that is now higher. So it's actually like a bigger bill now because they failed to deliver at this price, the 18, the 17. Right now we're at 23, 23, right? So they would have to deliver it, I believe, at the current market price, right? Cool. So that's all I got for AMC, right? I just want to touch on Lucid here real quick. Because it actually had a decent green day, but there was not a lot of volume. That's what I was paying attention to. This is like some of the lowest volume I've ever seen on Lucid. So 16 million, and it still went up 2.89%, right? Kind of choppy in this area though. In my opinion right now, guys, right? Like everyone's kind of figuring out what's going on with their taxes and whatnot. And so the only ones that are really trading this or making money, I think, on this is like going to be the market makers and the hedge funds. With Lucid right now, it's been pretty calm. Like, there's not a lot of news also that has been coming out. And there is one bullish article that I'm not going to really read, but I'm going to show it to you guys because not only, do I see, good things coming for Lucid as far as like what they're doing, the moves that they're making, and the way their balance sheet is right now and how they got it all planned out. Like their business has a good plan, right? And they have potential. And so, this is looking good. It's just that right now, I think, there's not a lot of retail that is pumping money into the market, the way it was before. So that's why you start to see this lower volume. And they're basically, look, we're just gonna zoom out. They're basically just swinging it, right? The hedge funds, they pump it up and then they dump it. It's been in the same channel now for months, right? Between 24 and 27, maybe 28. Yeah, when it hit right there. So there's not much going on, and even when the market crashed a little bit, like it regained this strength, and now it's sitting here, and it's been there for a few months now, right? So we'll go back to the daily, and just kind of wait to see, right? We know that if it does cross 30, right around here, 30, it likes to explode and make moves to this channel, all right? So that's something to look forward to if we see the money come in, right? Because April tends to be a green month, all right? So I'm gonna be pretty bullish this month right now. We don't have too much fear or uncertainty hanging over us, right? So I'm actually going pretty bullish. But like I said, for the past few months, all I've been trying to do is just buy more Lucid shares, add them to my portfolio, right? And just hold them and just ride on, right? Cool. So this article here, General Motors benchmarking Lucid, all right? So this is saying that they're testing and they're kind of using it, right, to see what they want to do with their cars, because I guess GM wants to do a portfolio with 30 new EVs to launch globally by 2025. Now, in my opinion, guys, I don't think they're going to be able to do that because of the supply chains. Like even Lucid has said, they're having a lot of issues with their supply. So it's like, I know that everybody's talking about 2025, but it looks like 2025 to 2030 is where a lot of these EVs are going to start to, really be more into the world. Like people are going to start looking at them more seriously and thinking about, trading their gas car for an EV, because there will be, way more options at that point too. All right, guys, that's all I really got for you guys today. I just wanted to catch you up, update you a little bit, and give you some conviction, hopefully, if you're struggling right now. But, to me, AMC is still the play, still the move. I think that it's got the potential to do what it needs to do, all right? And coming up here soon, we've been waiting a long time, and all we need is some volume again to come in, and we can see how the swings happen, guys. I mean, that's how we know it's not over. You see that, that volume where we had, that day where we had over 213 million volume, something like that. Like, wow, that's crazy that just happens like that, right? So that's why I stay, strong with my conviction. I'm holding, I'm not sweating it right now. Things are looking good in my opinion as far as the chart. That retracement was healthy. And so, yeah, we got this. All right, guys. So hope to catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace.